So the fourth part of the Serra is the part where you're going to start playing a bit faster. So the first three parts are fairly slow, and the dance obviously speeds up a bit, and so there's a bit of a transition in the speed from the third to the fourth, so there's a little bit in between this. But I'll do the part three, and then I'll start the part four. Okay, so there's a bit to do in there. The instrument's tuned to AEB. That's A, E. Okay, so finishing off from the last bit. Finishing forward. So then it's so this is first finger on the two chords, middle and the high pitched, forward and back, and then swivel over to the low pitched side, and playing the second finger on the middle and the low pitch chord. That's forward back on the high pitch, on the high side, and then straight over to the high pitch. That's on the low pitch side, and then swivel back over. You do that twice at the end. You can just drop your fourth finger at the end just to add a bit of accentuation. You can just tremble the second finger on the high pitched chord at the end as well. And just, you can bring you're doing this twice, I think. Okay, doing it twice, so starting forward, finishing forward. You can actually drag your bow back to start forward again, and you don't have to lift it up, you can just drag it back. Okay, so when I'm pulling it back, you can actually hear it. So you do that twice. And then it's, and then just do I think you do the next bit about 4 times. Same as the first bit, but there's no dropping of the first finger, so it's no fingers on the high pitch side. And then swivel over to the low pitch side, same thing, second finger on the same two chords. And by the way, there are you can just play around with, you can do this 4, 5, 6 times. You know, it's every time I hear this tune, it's played differently. And this is where you start building up the pace. So, let's say you do it 4 times, and then the next bit is starting the same, and you're going to drop the first finger on the high pitched side, touching the two chords. And you're going to lift the finger up a little bit higher than you normally do, so now the trick here is so this part here, on the way back, you want to get that sound there. So there's a slur, so that's when you're playing, you get 2 sounds from the one bow movement. you do that, I think 4 times. Always starting forward. Again, you're finishing forward, but you bring the bow back on the high pitch side, and you can keep it on the strings. And then it's just doing. And you're doing that a couple of times where you're just keeping it down. Okay, so just keeping that down. You do that twice, and then it's. So you're going to come back, and then it's 4th finger on the high pitch chord, 3rd finger on the high pitch chord, and that's on the same 2 chords. And start. And then you're just going to do tap, tap. I usually go back, back. Instead of, because the next bit you're going to come forward, and this part is again same thing. 1st finger on the 2 chords, 3rd finger on the high pitched. But you want to hear, you want a bit of you want to hear the 2s. You just add a little bit more weight onto the strings, and this you'll hear that in the quite a bit in the tunes. They played a little bit louder. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'll go through it one more time. I'll do it from the start. Okay, so that's the 4th part. To the person who asked for it and anyone else that's following, the first 3 parts, there's a link in the description. Give it a like, subscribe if you haven't, and if you've got any tunes that you want to request that you want me to do, just leave a comment. I've got about 3 or 4 before I just to know that I've got 3 or 4 already, which I will do actually. Thanks for watching.